All right.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites. We prophesy the downfall of this kingdom, America, which is called the daughter of Babylon in the Bible. We teach Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the Lord's chosen people, 12 tribes of Israel. We want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh, the elders and apostles, the great millstone for teaching us the truth of the Bible. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect scattered around the world. Shalom. I'm the brother Amon.
And the first one.
And brother Markov.
And we want to speak about a lesson and speak about how wickedness is always going to be exposed. You know, the light is always going to shine over the darkness. If you want to start off in Luke 8 and 17, because the lies, the lies are always, the lies cannot be hidden. The truth is always going to come out.
8 and 17, you said?
Yeah.
For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad.
Can you read the NLT?
I don't got my app, my resources. I only got the KJV. I only got the Bible right now.
I could get it. You want me to get it real quick?
Yeah, get the NLT, because that one says light in there.
Oh, okay, go on. You said Luke 8:17, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go on. Luke 8 and 17, and this is the NLT version. It says, "For all that is secret will eventually be brought into the open, and everything that is concealed will be brought to light and made known to all."
Yeah, so everything's going to be brought to the light. That means that the light is always going to shine in the dark. Like if you're inside of a dark room and you have a small light on, you're going to be able to see that light, on the other side of the room. Even though it's a big room, you're still going to see that small little light on the other side.
Correct.
So read it again, Baba.
Yeah, Luke 8 and 17, it says, "For all that is secret will eventually be brought into the open, and everything that is concealed will be brought to light and made known to all." And I was lucky, but I was gonna say that shit that's going on with that stupid ass Deacon Haka,
Yeah.
everything's brought to light.
That's right. So like if we're in the dark room, the dark room is this world, because this world is just this whole world is just a dark world, and the light are the ones who have the truth,
The dark room.
So, yeah. So we're the ones who have the truth. We're the ones who we can expose the lies. We're able to expose the lies and bring out the truth.
Yeah.
And keep going on that.
Luke, you said Luke 8 and 18, right?
Yeah.
Luke 8. Oh, it's like Luke 8 and 18, and it says, you want to read it in the NLT or
Yeah, you can keep going.
okay. It says Luke 8 and 18, it says, "So pay attention to how you hear, to those who listen to my teaching. More understanding will be given, but for those who are not listening, even what they think they understand will be taken away from them." Ooh, shit.
Yeah, so we need to pay
Yeah.
attention. It said pay attention to how you to how you hear. You know, how are you listening? Like, to who are you listening to? You know,
Yeah.
because like you said, that guy Deacon Hakar, uh, so, he was being exposed. You know, and he was caught saying that he could just say "fuck the Israelites" if he wanted to. You know,
Yeah.
because his woman was bringing it all out. You know, and
Yeah.
she recorded him, and he was caught saying, "If I wanted to, I could just say fuck the Israelites." You know,
Yeah, yeah. Like you put it say like I could put that to the side and get real carnal, real violent with you, you know?
yeah, but you can't just say fuck the Israelites. You know, if you're an Israelite, you
I got a
know.
Yeah.
precept. I got a precept. This is Luke 8 and 12. Those by the wayside are they that hear. Then cometh the devil and taketh away the word out of their hearts, lest they should believe and be saved.
So, um, so he got exposed by his woman, right? And then what? GMS is doing a bunch of videos, and now here comes Alazar. You know, here
Right.
comes,
Being a Captain Sailor.
yeah, Alazar to back up Deacon. You
Yeah.
know, and he's
And
saying that that it's Great Millstone's fault because we're the ones who said, leave your wives and leave your children, and beat up your wives and all this shit. You know,
well, that's
but
the scripture right there when they say that they hear, but they didn't do it.
that's right.
Yeah.
Listen to how you hear, because Amawan Gabar, he did a video and said that at that same time when they were saying to leave your wife and kids, he was still in the truth. That was a long time ago. And now today he's still in the truth. So he didn't listen to that. I mean, he didn't fall off because that's a stumbling block. You know? So he didn't leave his wife and kids. He's still in the truth. You know, I'm
Some
on
people
Gabon.
some people take it too literal, and they can't digest it. You know, like how does it make you feel when somebody says, "Oh, you're doing a great job," or "You're doing something good." Like it makes you feel good, right? So then you're gonna keep doing it. But if something makes you feel conflicted, you don't know how to deal with it. But the best
Yeah.
thing to do is this is how you know if you're a real man when you make the choice. When you make the choice, whether it's good or bad, regardless of the consequences. You know, sometimes you're gonna fuck up. You know,
I got a preset.
God.
This is Matthew 13 and 10. It says, I'll read to 11. It says, and the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? 11, it says, he answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. You know? So
See,
it's not given to them though, because I understood what the apostles and the elders were talking about. It's like if your woman or the children are holding you back from this truth though, then you gotta separate yourself from them because it's too much in the way of this truth though, because this truth comes first and then is your family though.
uh,
yep.
that's right. You come first before your kids. I mean, the Lord comes before your kids. You know.
Exactly. So these guys took it, like his brother said, they took it literal.
Yeah.
It's
They
like
still. They,
it's like when you buy something like and you have to put it together and there's instructions. Sometimes if you don't follow the instructions, you might not be able to put that thing together.
you're gonna miss a screw. You
You're
know.
gonna miss a screw, or you're gonna fuck a thread up, or you're gonna lose a piece, or you're gonna break a piece. You
Dang,
know, you got to
That's
think
gonna
about it.
fucking
You got to think
yeah.
about it.
dang. That's right. You want to read that one again? In 18.
God. Uh, Luke 8:18, and it says, "So pay attention to how you hear. To those who listen to my teaching, more understanding will be given. But for those who are not listening, even what they think they understand will be taken away from them."
Yeah.
Yep.
So the instructions that we have to follow it is the same instructions that One West taught. It goes all the way back to One West, you
Mhm.
know. And the only camp that followed One West when they all started branching out was Great Millstone, you know.
Yeah.
They're the only camp that followed the real teaching, you know. But then the other branches they started coming out with some weird doctrines, you know.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And if it wasn't for the apostles, we wouldn't even know so much about the elders, because they're the apostles are the ones that talked about them, though, Jacob,
Yeah,
Kimai Shah. It wasn't for we wouldn't even know of these men, though, like we knew of them, but we heard the stories through the apostles about these great men.
yeah. They follow their elders.
Exactly, because even Apostle Gabar, look at his what's that avatar or the it's the two elders though,
Mhm.
Oh yeah, yeah. His
Apostle Gabar. Yeah, yeah, his profile
his
pic. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So he still gives double honors to his elders, you know.
Yeah.
Well,
Um,
it's like the first book of Matthew's. Like when you go read it, it's nothing but people in a lineage. Like
yeah,
the book of the generations, and this is Matthew 1:1. The book of the generations of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, the son of David, the son of Abraham. So it keeps going into a line. So you have to remember those in the past. How did you
yeah.
get here?
Yep.
So
And and everybody already knew that the Sakari sect was bad, and it's a section of swine.
yeah. So they're not paying attention, to the teaching, like because it said in Luke 8:18.
I got a precept.
Con,
This is Matthew 10:26 in the NLT. But don't be afraid of those who threaten you, for the time is coming when everything that is covered will be revealed, and all that is secret will be made known to all.
read that one more time, Salakia.
All right. This is Matthew 10:26. But don't be afraid of those who threaten you, for the time is coming when everything is covered will be revealed, and all that is secret will be made known to you. To all.
Yeah. So all these fallouts, they're they're getting known, Um, Salakia, I want to go back to Luke 8:18, where it said, "Those who are not listening, even so, those who listen to my teaching, more understanding will be given." So the more you listen and understand, the more understanding you're gonna have, for the teaching.
Yep.
Uh,
And that's the great millstone, starting from the apostles down.
that's right.
You learn more as you learn this truth. You learn more and more, though.
Uh, uh, it's like a movie. In order to understand the movie, you got to watch the whole movie.
And you
You
might
know,
have to watch it twice or three times or four times. You might have to
Yeah.
read a precept four or five times, or maybe for a week, or maybe for a month.
That's
It
right.
depends on your level right here.
How you gonna understand? You know, uh, just like a test at school. How you gonna pass that test? You know. Uh,
Yeah. Because
Yeah,
even the Bible, the books though, from like you could connect things from the book of Genesis to the book of Revelation though.
yeah.
You
yeah,
know?
that's why it's connected. You know.
Yeah. Because it says precept upon precept though, because
How,
anything from the Genesis you could get out of the book of Revelation though.
how can you just have the New Testament? You know.
Yeah. Yeah, because my woman's wife, she said, oh, that she didn't believe in the so-called UFOs, right? But my woman even knows that the Bible speaks about the chariots, the clouds though. So, but her tia said like, well, that's in the Old Testament. But I was like, what about Revelation 1 and 7 when it talks about the cloud?
Yeah. I got a precept for you since you said that about the Old and New Testament.
Yeah.
This is Hebrews 8 and 8. For finding fault with them, he saith, Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and the house of Judah. So the house of Israel and Judah are from where? The Old Testament. Eh.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
he said a new covenant. So come on, man.
Yeah, gone.
You know
Because
what's going
what about
on?
the? Oh,
Go ahead, brother.
no, I was gonna say, what about the? Was it Revelation 14 about the the, the 12,000 for each tribe though?
Yeah.
From the
Yep.
tribe of Israel.
And
Yeah, where the hell are you gonna get them from? You
They're
have to
gonna go
go
back
back
in
to the
time.
yeah, you have to go
Yeah.
back to the old source. See, everybody's using their brain now. You know what's going on is everybody's playing a video game, but nobody got the Nintendo Power magazine for the secret codes. There used to be a magazine I used to get, and it was called Nintendo Power, and it showed you all the secret codes to all the games. And then when you got stuck on a game, you would go to that magazine and oh, there it is. But it's the
Oh, the
same with
little
the
book. Yeah.
Bible. Like that's the everybody got the same book.
but that remember that Power Glove? You know,
Hmm. And it was just a fucking glove. It didn't do anything, but it made you think that you were doing something, right?
it's
So that's
called
what
Power Glove.
yep, that's what Deacon Kaka and Gorilla Peg Brew were doing. They got into their fields, and this is how you know because oh, they have that feminine spirit because a woman would accessorize, and what that means is they'll buy things to make themselves feel better and look good. A man will improvise. He'll work out and read more and be smarter, internalize that thing and improve on himself. So a man will improve on himself, not accessorize. Meaning,
Yeah.
I'm not going to show you brothers that I'm a real Hebrew Israelite by buying gold and putting earrings on and fasting every day. I'm going to show you that I'm a Hebrew Israelite by studying and knowing what the fuck I'm talking about. And and then we all agree because that's the only thing to agree on is the truth, right? So when people say, "Oh, I don't believe in the UFOs are the chariots and the aliens are the angels," well, then explain how the Holy Spirit works because that's the Holy Spirit.
Yep. Yep.
Young brothers want to get Romans 6 and 17. Next.
I got it.
Okay.
You want it in the NLT or the KJV?
NLT.
All right. This is Romans 6 and 17. Thank God once you were slaves of sin, but now you wholeheartedly obey the teachings we have given you.
Because that was the wrong one, but that one still goes too.
Oh, which one?
You know, 16 and 17.
I got the wrong
But
one. All right. So like, let me
that
get
one
16
still
then.
goes. That one went too though, because it said listen to the teaching too.
All right, let me get them both then. This is
Yeah.
Romans 6, 16 and 17. Don't you realize that you become the slave of whatever you choose to obey? You can be the slave to sin, which leads to death, or you can choose to obey God, which leads to righteous living. Thank God once you were slaves to sin, but now you wholeheartedly obey the teachings we have given you.
And you can see that the sin is coming out. Uh, uh, you know, the punishment is coming out. From the sin.
Yep.
And another thing is there's still that old sin, you know. There's still that old sin that the Bible talks about, and you know,
Still from your reincarnation.
yeah.
You know.
And then we still got the curses on us. So what's that all about?
Yeah. And then a lot of Christians like to say, oh, because it'd be sin. Sin was from the Old Testament, right? So why is it being spoken about in the New Testament? You
But
know?
I guess that's why they don't care about the pedophiles or the Epstein files or the ICE agents killing Mexicans. That's why they don't care about that, right? Because there is no sin. You could do whatever you want. It doesn't exist.
Yeah.
That doesn't make
That's
sense.
fine. It doesn't make sense though. Yeah, because in the next with Romans 8 though, it says the wages of sin is death. So if sin was something of the Old Testament, why is it being spoken about in the New Testament? You
Yeah.
see, these Christians don't know what the fuck they're talking about, man. You know, because it clearly tells you right there, though. You know, and it even tells you what sin is in the book of I believe John, right? First John.
Hmm.
It tells you what sin is, and that's in the New Testament.
Yeah.
You know.
Want to get Romans 16 and 17?
All right. This is Romans 6 verses 16 and 17, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Romans 6 verses 16 and 17. Don't you realize that you become the slaves of whatever you choose to obey?
So like Romans 16 and 17.
Oh, Romans 16 and 17.
Yeah, it's like
Romans 16 and 17. And now I make one more appeal, my dear brothers and sisters. Watch out for people who cause divisions and upset people's faith by teaching things contrary to what you have been taught. Stay away from them.
yes. Stay.
Yeah.
So it says, watch out for these Israelites who used to teach. They used to teach the right way. But what happened? They switched up, and now they ended up falling off.
Yeah. 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 Because the Genesis, they denounced the names.
They
They said
used
the
to,
heathen could be saved.
they used to teach the right way.
Yeah.
And the reason
They
why
used
they
to go.
denounced the name is because they have to take that 501c3 charter because of all the money they got.
Yeah, because even though his woman said if he stopped teaching the real name, that he'll get more money.
Oh,
Exactly. See, it doesn't
His woman said that.
it doesn't take a gene. Well, it does. You know what I'm saying is we're from the tribe of Issachar, so we're already on that fucking. We're smarter than most people, and we're not trying to be smarter. That's just the way the Lord made us. But when
Made us,
things
yeah.
are being said like that, and we read across the Bible, we're like, What the fuck?" We're putting two and two together. You see, because a G wagon. What's a G wagon? How much does it cost? $200,000 for a G wagon?
I'll do some I'll see. I'll do some research on that.
Because it's a thing of status, right? So remember, I said a real man doesn't accessorize; he improvises, he improves himself. So, if I'm walking around with a big giant gold necklace and gold sunglasses and I'm decked out on the outside, what's the inside looking like?
Mhm. Yeah, because it says here the G wagon it costs from like 153,900 to 195,500.
Right.
So where are you getting that money from, huh?
And you know he has a house still. So
Oh yeah.
he has a G-Wagon, he has a house, he has a wife, he has all them clothes and all them jewelries. How much did he get to stop teaching the name of Yahushua? What a sucker.
Man,
What
sold
a
out for a
sucker.
G wagon for 150,000 though, man.
I bet you he got like 3 million because there ain't no way, you know, he's a if you got a if you can't say the name, you got a 501c charter, right? Just like Nathaniel, IUIC. And they're a corporation. You know, they are a corporation because what's a
Yeah,
corporation? A corporation is someone that has a business model.
business, yeah, money
They got
coming
a
in.
board of directors, and that's all their people that they have sitting behind the seats and the cameras. Come on, man. You guys are crazy. You think I don't fucking know? Do you think the Lord didn't put me through all those things that I went through just so I can fucking be an idiot? Come on, man. I could tell the people right now that you're a business. You're a business. You're all about money. You got a tax exemption. You got tax write-offs. You got paid to lie and and tell people that Yahushua ain't the name. Well, guess what? That's the name that's gonna kill you.
Yeah. And yeah, why is it that it says established in 2003? Like why is that important though? You know, it says IUIC, you know, and then the bottom will say established 2003.
So you have to have a business a date of establishment, and then
Yeah,
you
exactly.
yeah. If you look at what they're doing, they're taking donations in the form of money, and they all wear the same clothes, which is a business, right? It's a
Yep.
gang or a business like a police. They all wear the
Yeah,
same fucking attire.
yeah, you were like fucking people work at McDonald's. Wear the
Damn,
same
man,
fucking
that's
uniform.
exactly what I was thinking. If you were
Yeah.
working for McDonald's, you're all wearing the McDonald's shirt, right? These are McDonald's Israelites. You know what I'm saying? Happy Meal Israelites. But it, the sad truth is, it's important for them to exist because
Yep.
some people have to get killed. And that's not me. That's not me saying it. Of course, I'm verbally speaking it. Don't take it twisted like you always do. But you're gonna have to die out there, and that's just the truth.
Yeah. You want to read 17 and 18 together?
In Romans 16.
Yeah.
All right, this is Romans 16 verses 17 and 18. And now I make one more appeal, my dear brothers and sisters. Watch out for people who cause divisions and upset people's faith by teaching things contrary to what you have been taught. Stay away from them. Such people are not serving Hamashiach our Lord. They are serving their own personal interests by smooth talk and glowing words. They deceive innocent people.
They're serving their own personal interest, only what
Yeah.
they're interested in. They're really not interested, what Yahweh Shema Shai wants, you know, because well, it goes against their glowing words, you know.
And
Yeah.
uh, and that word innocent, it's not what you think. I'm looking it up right now, and it has nothing to do with what you think is innocent. It says, without guile or fraud, free from guilt, fearing no evil from others, distrusting no one. So that means that you just don't know. Because
Yeah,
if you go back to that word, it says unsuspecting.
you know, it's really a person who's ignorant that they don't know the name, so it's okay to lie to them, you know.
But they're ignorant and they don't do research, and that's really what the thing is that your frequency, your brain, your pineal gland is so fucked up that you can't even take the fucking words
Yeah,
that are going in your
because
in your head.
someone someone who doesn't know the truth and someone who knows the truth, they could easily lie to them. You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why. Yeah, that's why it's to deceive the hearts of the simple. You know, it's someone that doesn't really know though. You know.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's easier to lie to them
why do you think
Yeah.
the country is like it is? It's all fucked up. Babylon is, I mean, America is all fucked up.
because nothing but confusion of lies. You
Hmm.
know.
Yeah.
Even what's it called? Donald Trump. He's up there lying to your damn faces about the Constitution. He's breaking laws in your face, and you're not doing anything. They're
Yeah.
Yep.
having Congress on the TV, and they're putting these motherfuckers on the stand, taking an oath, which means if you lie under oath, you're going to jail. And these motherfuckers are lying on fucking TV under oath, and they don't do a goddamn thing about it. You know,
Yep.
So it pays to lie. You know, you get paid to lie.
it's very
That's
lucrative.
why.
Yeah.
That's why. That's why they got their fancy. You know, they dress all fancy and shit. You know, if you want, you could get a subscription from their channel where you have to pay monthly.
That's
You know,
right.
you have to
Yeah.
get a monthly subscription, and how many members do you think they have that are paying every month? To their account.
Thousands.
You know?
And the woman too. You know.
Let's say
You
that
could
That's
the
why.
go.
That's why they gotta get
subscription.
the woman too. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because a woman would like to buy stuff. She's the easiest target marketing wise, and that's a study that's been done on it. But
yeah.
can you imagine if they had 10,000 subscribers and they're paying 5,000 each? That's 50,000
And then they have a online. You could go to their web page. Where you could buy all kinds of things.
merchandising,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
you
that's
could
why
buy
they can't teach the name
garments.
because they can't pay the taxes. They can't afford to pay no business taxes.
Damn. But you could buy all kinds. So you could buy garments. You could buy necklaces. Anything like Israelite merchandise.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how much you think that's racking up the money?
A lot.
Because they sell sweaters, jackets.
Hoodies, beanies,
Yeah,
socks.
those are like $50 each. Almost probably like $100. You know.
And I bet you this is what I suspect happened. I bet you when they got approached, they got sat down in a business office in a bank, and they said, "This is a contract, and we're going to teach you how to use your business money. You're going to take a business loan out, and you're going to start a business, and you're going to get a 501(c)(3) charter, and you're not going to pay taxes, and you're going to keep the money, but you're going to have to do this and that and this, and you can't teach the name, otherwise you're going to jail." You
Damn.
know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's believable to believe, man. That's believable to believe, though. But you tell other people, though, man, they're not. Nah, I don't think so. But I
they would,
understand. I believe it, though.
they would never do that to us because you're unsuspecting. You're
Yeah.
unsuspecting. You're not innocent. You're unsuspecting.
Yep.
Basically,
Yep.
you're a motherfucking retard, man.
And also how they edit their videos. They make it look stunning.
Like, like,
Whatever.
Yeah,
like the
that-
movie, though.
Yeah.
it's all for show, right? They're all for money. Now,
It's entertainment.
this is how you
It's
know that
entertainment.
the money is involved because you need money. Everybody needs money, right? But when you have so much of something, you can say stupid stuff, right?
Uh, you could
Because
get away with. You could
remember
get
back
away with it.
in the old books in the Old Testament, there was a ruler, a king or something, and he went to war and he said, "If you grant," he told the Lord, he made an oath with the Lord. He said, "If you grant me this victory, I'll sacrifice the first person that walks out of my home."
Oh, in the
And
Book of Judgment, yeah.
yeah, and his daughter walked out, and he had to fucking sacrifice her.
Oh
She
That's
yeah.
how
didn't. She
you,
didn't buckle up against him either, though. She
yeah,
just took it.
yeah. That's how you know that someone is proud because they have too much. They have too fucking much, and you get proud.
So you want to go to Isaiah 8 and 20?
Can I get this precept real quick?
Con,
Proverbs 23 and 23. I'll read it in the NLT. It says, "Get the truth and never sell it. Also get wisdom, discipline, and good judgment." See, it says get the truth. It never says get the
yeah,
truth and you know?
yeah. Get the truth and never, never let go of it. You know,
Yeah.
And when you never
'Cause-
let go of something, it's always in there, right?
yeah.
That's
you
like
always have.
when you have your favorite video game and you save the progress, you know you're not gonna delete it because that's your favorite video game. That's like your favorite scripture, right? You keep it in here, and then you know how to act.
Because then all that information will be lost.
Damn,
What what
man. And
what good is it? You know,
and you know you
what
spent
good is
hours
it?
on that. You spent hours, days. You said to your friends, "I can't go hang out. I gotta go play this video game and get the progress going." Well, that's how the truth is. You can't hang out. You're done hanging out.
You wanna beat the boss, right?
Yeah, I got that Isaiah 8 and 20.
You got the NLT.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
it says Isaiah 8 and 20. Look to God's instructions and teaching. People who contradict his words are completely in the dark.
Damn. So it said, look to God's instructions. So the look to God's instructions. That's the law. The law is the light, and anything that's not the law is dark. Is darkness. You know. So it said in the KGV, it said to the law and to the testimony. Look to the law and to the testimony. If they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem because they don't know how to turn on the light switch.
Because they're looking the wrong way. They're looking the wrong way. You know.
Like I heard, you remember when Apostle Gabar was saying, when you go into a house and it's dark, you're always reaching, put your hands on the walls to see,
Wow.
walk around so you could feel the light switch. Well, sometimes there's a scorpion on that wall, or sometimes there's a fucking spider, you know? So if you're not smart enough to leave the light on, you're leaving yourself subject to that, right? Oh shit, have you ever got bit by a spider? Hell no, that shit hurts.
Huh. Yeah, you get a big ass bump. Or,
You get a big ass bump, right? And then you start thinking about it. And then you'd be like, "Ah, I should have left the fucking light on." You know, when you leave the light on, it's okay. Have you ever passed by a house, you know that the light's on in the front? You know that that house, sometimes they leave and they come back. They leave the light on just in case they leave at night so that they could unlock the door and be safe, right? That's very smart. That light represents the scriptures. You're gonna leave the scriptures in your head, and the light's always gonna be on, and you're always gonna be okay. I can't do that. You know what? That sounds very lucrative, but I'm gonna keep teaching the name, and I'm gonna keep teaching that we're Hebrew Israelites. Thanks for the offer, pal, but no thanks, because I know I'm gonna get something way better than whatever you got planned for me. Thanks, but they didn't do that. They were like, no, I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know what the hell happened to them.
Yeah. I got a precept.
um,
Matthew 5 and 15. It says, "Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on the candlestick, and it is given light into all that are in the house." And 16 is the part right here too. It says, let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. So it's
Mm.
what we're doing right now.
You know. So we got the light, but they don't even want to see the light because it blinds them. You know,
They're
it blinds their eyes. You know,
putting
'cause
on sunglasses, them IATPK sunglasses.
yeah,
Oh shit, yeah. That's why they wear glasses.
Fucking be wearing glasses, sunglasses indoors though.
And it's
I'm
to cut.
wearing my sunglasses at night. Remember that
Yeah,
song?
if you guys look at each other's eyes, you can see my eyes, right? I can see your eyes, I can see your eyes, and you know we're good. We're on a level. But what's going on when you have sunglasses? I can't see your eyes. Are you
Yeah.
fucked up? Are you high? Are you drunk? What's going on behind your head? You know?
So because the eye is the window to the soul. You know,
That's right.
Yeah.
the eyes are the windows to your soul. That's the only way you can see inside. You know, of your soul is through your
Yeah.
eyes. You know,
Yeah, when you look at somebody, you could tell that they're lying or telling the truth, Because one thing when a person is lying, they look to the side a lot, though. It's like they could tell you something, and if they look down or they look to the side or scratch, like this nigga over here lying though to me right now.
Yeah,
yeah,
they did a study, and the people that use that information are the CIA or people that do interrogations,
With
you
body
know,
language too.
body language,
okay.
and
And
it's very true. So,
he said that on Scarface. You
hmm
know, he said the eyes they never lie, Chico.
The eyes don't lie. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
and you could tell, man, you could tell a lot about someone's eyes, about how they look, you know.
yeah.
You could
Yeah.
tell if you're gonna have a good conversation or a bad conversation.
And a brother brought out a video. This one guy, he got an implant in his eye,
Mm.
and he changed his eye colors. You know,
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's called transhumanism, and they're gonna be robots like cyberpunks. The next thing they're gonna get is that RFID implant, the MOTB, so that they can have finance. That's all they need now.
yeah, they change their
Damn.
eye color just by by their phone on the app.
Oh, that's the through the app on the phone.
Huh?
Yeah, I think some way.
Yeah, no, I believe it though. So it goes to show that we're getting closer to the MOTB, man.
Yeah,
The data centers are being built everywhere. Fucking, we're getting closer to the MOTBs, literally right there.
Yeah, and that's
They
why they
just
need
gotta
a
make that shit mandatory.
that's why they need a data center so that it can process
Yeah.
all the information of people, billions of people scanning shit all the time with their fucking wrists, where you going, tracking your car.
Yeah, yeah. Because they gotta hold all that information somewhere though. Because if people are gonna get that MOTB, imagine all that information within they got it held though. So it's understandable. That's why the data centers they're there are being built.
And they're gonna use a lot of water. They're
yeah.
gonna use a lot of power, electricity.
Mhm.
Everybody's electricity rate's gonna go up. Everybody's water bill's gonna go up. Everybody's gas bill's gonna go up. Drinking water, drinking water is gonna be super expensive. Like I'm fucking kidding. I'm not kidding you. Like this right here, is gonna be like $3 or $4 for one bottle. Once they get I'm sorry, detention centers. What are they called? Data centers.
Yeah, data centers.
It's the same fucking thing because they're gonna detain information. They're gonna detain your cyber self in those data centers, and that's gonna be your. Like, come on, man. What
Yeah.
you're doing
It's,
is not a good thing for the earth. Not
these
a good
things
thing
are
for
the
humanity.
main things.
Yeah, it's gonna create maniacs because it's gonna. What's gonna happen to the wildlife? You have to kill all the wildlife that you're gonna build those data centers on. Apostle Tahar said that one of them was 65 miles squared, which means
Yeah,
65 miles in every direction. That's
yeah.
230 miles. That's almost the distance from here to Los Angeles. That's a
Hey,
4-hour drive.
Uh, they're
damn.
taking all the farming too, the farming areas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then what the fuck are you guys gonna eat? You fucking idiots! Oh wait, you're gonna eat people because when they die, you make them into McDonald's hamburgers.
yeah, yeah. Because it's true. Because that what you said about the wildlife. Because watching this movie called Hoppers,
Yeah, that
and,
shit was
and
bad.
yeah, because that's what they remember. They had that fake tree. It was metal. It was a
Yeah,
so it could make animals leave
it was giving
because it
that
was throwing a
frequency,
frequency. Yeah. So that's showing you in these movies too, man.
and it's telling the kids that. It's telling the fucking kids that.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna have any food because where's the deers or the cows or even the cows are gonna be affected. Everything's gonna start getting cancer,
No good. It's gonna be no good.
and that's why you're gonna get those boils from those RFID things because of the radiation from the data center communicating with the fucking chip.
Oh,
Ding,
I'll
ding,
try
ding,
it.
ding,
Yeah.
ding. That's why they tell you turn off your fucking Bluetooth when you put your phone next to your bed, turn off your Wi-Fi when you go to sleep because all that shit messes with your sleep patterns and your frequency and your DNT. Just imagine it. Yeah, just imagine 10, 230-foot facilities or even 5 giving off high ass frequencies like that.
You wouldn't mind read that Isaiah 20 and 21 together?
Isaiah 8 verses 20 and 21.
Yeah.
Look to God's instruction and teaching. People who contradict his word are completely in the dark. They will go from one place to another, weary and hungry, and because they are hungry, they will rage and curse their king and their God. They will look up to heaven.
Damn. So that sounds like these fallouts, because it said um, they're going to be so like yeah, and they shall pass through it hardly. So like, read it again. How you read it?
All right. Um, Isaiah 8, verses 20 and 21. Or you want me to just read 21?
Uh, yeah, because it said it
Okay.
is because there's no light in them.
So it says, verse 21, they will go from one place to another, weary and hungry, and because they are hungry, they will rage and curse their king and their God. They will look up to heaven.
Yeah, it said that they'll go from one place to another, and then they're gonna start to be hungry. So that's these fallouts. They don't know where to go now. And they're gonna start getting hungry. You know, for this word, and then they curse their king. You know,
Yeah. So, you know, but those that curse their king and their God, that's like Sakari, the Genesis, GOCC. They're gonna say it's those GMS guys. Go get them and go put them in prison and go get them the guillotine. Well,
Well, it's
what?
that thing with Alizar though, trying
Yeah,
backing up Deacon though.
yeah. They're
Well,
the ones. They're
he
the
gave
ones
him
that are
the
gonna.
GMS,
Hmm.
so it was like hold yourself fucking accountable.
They're
yeah,
those
You know?
motherfuckers are the ones that are gonna try to turn us in. Well, if you made friends with Deacon Hakaka and Gorilla Shebrew, guess what? And if you have a communication with them, they are not your friends. They're gonna turn you in
uh,
when it's time to turn you in.
they're gonna say the Warriors did it. Remember?
Yeah, because that's why Deacon Kaka said, if I wanted to, I could say fuck the Israelites, which is what he wants.
Yeah, because the Warriors they were like the Israelites because they were righteous. They didn't do anything. They were being deceived. y- You know,
Hmm.
um,
Yeah.
they were just trying to get back home. You know,
And they had to cross different territories, and
yeah. But they took everybody out.
that's a good movie. That's a good movie.
Yeah.
And that's like that's like going place to place, being the taken away from your home, and you have to find another home, and you just don't have things together,
Huh.
you know. Because in the Middle East right now, it's a wicked situation. It,
Yeah.
it's a wicked situation. You got the IDF soldiers terrorizing kids, brutalizing kids. Like,
Just a bunch of killing every day.
yeah, how do you,
Yeah.
as a man of God, how can you even kill something that doesn't deserve it? Like you can look at somebody and be like, "Oh, that's just a fucking kid." Like how can you
Uh,
get mad? You know how when you get mad at someone and you want to and you want feel like fighting them, and you know that you're gonna fuck them up or might even kill them, and then how could you look at a child like that? How could you look at a pregnant woman like that? Like I hate you so much, you gotta die. Like that's fucking wild, man. Because the whole thing is uh, be fruitful and multiply. Right? That's what the Lord said. Be fruitful and multiply. You were placed on the earth to be fruitful and multiply.
Yeah.
yeah.
And to be at peace with every man if you can.
What the hell is
So
wrong with these motherfuckers, man? Like these guys
Yeah.
are wild, man. Like it's crazy.
read verse 22.
Isaiah 8 and 22. And down at the earth, but wherever they look, there will be trouble and anguish and dark despair. They will be thrown out into the darkness.
And so that's where they're at right now. They got thrown out into the darkness. You
Yeah. Yeah, because even with that guy Alazar, like, man, how are you gonna get out of that whole pegging situation?
You can't.
Your woman went to the Esau to get, you know what I mean? And then you told her to dominate you though, and it's like, how do man, you're in outer space right now, bro.
there's no way back into the light.
Hell no. How are
There's
you
no
gonna
way.
redeem yourself?
There's no way that you can look at another man and try to give him direction.
You know,
There's no way that you can
nobody
open up the Bible and even read it. You're
nobody
opening,
wants to listen.
yeah.
Nobody wants to listen to somebody who is pegging.
Oh,
I mean,
God peg.
Yeah, look at because when you open the Bible, you're opening the face of Yahweh. This is his face because he's looking at you when you're opening it, and Yahweh words are right there. So, you know,
Yeah.
and then while you're reading it, they're looking at you and they're watching you. Do you know that angels are all around us all the time? They're watching us. They're watching us have sex with our wives. They're watching us take shits. They're watching us piss. They're watching us wipe our ass. They're watching us in our most intimate moments. And then, how are you gonna escape that? Oh, look at this nigga right here sticking things in his booty hole, wishing it was a pee pee. What?
Yeah, yeah, and in the scripture it talks about can't be a sodomite. So it's not like, oh, he read everything but that. He read around that, or he skipped that. I mean, it's the law though.
Hey, maybe he just hated it. Three snaps in a circle, right? Like that fucking living colors, those fruity guys, those zesty guys.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
He hated it, and then he went bam, bam, bam.
yeah,
That shit is
yeah.
wild, man. And I guess that's why Cardi B left him. Ah, ah.
Yeah, see. So that dude's out of here, man. That dude's out of here, and any chance he gets to try to talk down on Great Millstone or anything, he's there though. But it's like, man, you nobody know, bro. You nobody, and your homeboy, your ex homeboy, Demon Haka, he's nobody either, man. So it's just a cycle of a chain reaction of these these fucking demons, man.
so yeah. Get Ephesians 5:13. What they say? Because we want our light to shine everywhere. This whole earth.
Well, that's what I talked when I read Matthew's the fifth chapter. Talks about let your light be known to men.
That's right.
So that's what we're doing now. You know.
That's right.
I got Ephesians 5 and 13.
Yeah.
But their evil intentions will be exposed when the light shines on them.
See, so the darkness is going to be exposed. So no matter where you go, you're going to be exposed. Just like in the movie The Matrix. Remember when Smith, he was overriding everybody. He was making a copy
Yeah.
of himself. He was making a copy of himself throughout the whole world, right?
Yeah.
But that's what we want to do is we want to make copies, uh, of ourselves, of the 144, they're all copies,
Yeah. That's a good thing to be um in a place where you're shining the light through your eyes, and that's what exposes the evil in people because they can't look at you in the eyes. You know, they can't look at you in the eyes because that's the light, and there's light in there. There's a word of Yahweh in there.
Yeah.
That's the light. You can't.
Just like Superman, where does his beam come from? It comes from his eyes.
Eyes.
Yeah, that's a good example because Superman had X-ray vision. Now, I'm gonna
That's
put
right.
this into perspective so that everybody in the whole world can understand. If Superman had X-ray vision and he could see people's naked, he would have to control it to not see them naked, right? So if he could see inside your heart, then because he could see in people's sight in people's heart, and he would be like, "Oh man, this guy's wicked or this guy's bad," you know.
Oh
He also
yeah, you
had that.
can. Yeah.
Yeah, he also had that ability. So you know, and the way we do it is we just have a conversation. So
Yeah.
and if you like when you go to the doctor be like, "What's wrong?" And you'll be like, "Oh, my throat hurts." And they'll be like, "What's going on?" And then you'll be like, "Well, I drank hot oil." And then they'll be like, "Well, that's the problem. You drank hot oil. You're not supposed to drink hot oil because it'll burn your throat." And then you'll be like, "Oh, okay, I'll stop doing that." So then you see, "Oh man, that doctor really knows what he's talking about." So now, the same way, you're like, "Why the fuck would you peg yourself? Why would you stick something that's gonna hurt you that is clearly against the scriptures?" And now his lights done. His lights went out. That blew
Now
his light out.
he's trying to get it back. He's trying to get it back, but it's not working. You know,
Like that's what I said. He's in outer space, man. He's so dark. He's in outer space. Man.
And
he's
just
trying to
remember,
the lighter. He's trying to spark it, but it's not lighting. You know,
that's bad because it's getting real dark. It's getting real dark.
you know, dark days ahead. You know,
Yeah. So what should you be doing? How do you know about keeping your light in there? You got to keep bad thoughts out of your head. You got to keep reading the Bible. You got to practice being a peaceful person with everybody. Even though you might want to mess people up, punch them in the face sometimes, and it happens, but you don't because of the
the
scriptures, right? The scriptures tell you lay no hands upon a man suddenly.
yeah. You don't have
Yeah.
to touch him. You don't have to touch him. You just got to put curses on him. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah, like how we did. Like, remember that fucking demon? We were out there by the Panda Express. That motherfucker that lived across the street, though.
Yeah.
The shit's all boarded up, though. He was pissing me the fuck off, man. But the good thing that day, though, the brother Mawan was there to just cool things down, though. Because this demon was really pissing me off, though. And
That's right.
but we took off though, and now remember, brother, that was our last day there at that spot because we were gonna go to the park though.
Yeah.
And we went to his brother's car. We put curses on that. And he approached also his brother Kawak though, and his believe you're with your son.
hmm
Same demon though, same fucking demon though. So we all put curses on dude though. The next thing you know. motherfucking house boarded up.
and it's still boarded up.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I passed by there, and that's still boarded up though, you know. So yeah, don't get me wrong, but he was agitating us though, man. But you know, he was agitating the shit out of me though too. But like I said, the best thing was just to put curses though, you know.
And that's
Yeah.
how it happens. You just put it in the hands of your angels.
But you see, the curses are blessings,
Mhm. I got a
Yeah,
precept,
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Ephesians 5:14. For the
Yeah.
light makes everything visible. This is why it's said, "Awake, O sleeper, rise up from the dead, and Hamashiach will give you the light." So
See?
one of
So
the
we're not sleepers anymore.
yeah, and the light is his name, Yahweh, Yahweh. How about you, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Kakodash? That's the light.
Yeah. Just like the sunlight, the sunlight, it gives you a health, it makes you live,
Yeah,
but,
but
but without the sunlight, you're not dying.
yeah, and then
yeah. You got the vitamin D though, that sunlight.
Yeah.
some doctors will say, put on your sunscreen. That's going to give you cancer, you know.
Yeah.
But some people can't absorb the sun. That's called the Edomite, you know. Because if I'm sick, all I have to do is go outside and get some sun. Take off my shirt. I'll feel a little better, like in 2 minutes, guaranteed. And as soon as the light hits me, it starts making me feel better.
Exactly.
That's because you're a sleeper. You're sleeping all the time. You're not getting no sunlight. So
That's why they're vampires. You open up the current though, the shit hits the face. It hurts them though, you know.
that's right.
Yeah. And right now is the worst time to be going. He was in the light. They were all in the light, and they went back into the darkness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
now they're trying to feed off the blood now. You know.
Yeah, because remember they're all cocky. They go into camp with sticks. You know what I mean? And there was another one where Deacon sock was weak ass punch socked some Edomite though, whatever. They were all promoting all this shit like it was good though. I forgot what he said though, but he put a comment though. Like you mess with Sakari or the Deacon or you get your I don't know how he said it though. But anyways, they were promoting shit like if it was all good and gravy though. But I got a scripture right here.
Yeah.
Um, Titus 1:7, it says, I'll read it in NLT. It says, a church leader is a manager of God's household, so he must live a blameless life. And then it says, he must not be arrogant or quick tempered. He must not be a heavy drinker, which I believe that Deacon was a heavy drinker, I think. And it says, he must not be a heavy drinker, violent, or dishonest with money.
Oh shit.
And
Yeah.
all this motherfucker was all that.
And a
Damn.
bag of
He
chips.
went against what the what against everything.
That's basically
Yeah.
what he it's like he's you could tell that he's not good with money because the first thing he did was to get a G-Wagon, you
You
know?
wagon.
Like that
And
song, money, clothes, cars, and hoes, or something.
and then
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that's how a nigga knows.
Yeah.
and he has a I think he still has a Hellcat. He said he had a Hellcat.
Oh, it was him and Alizar, right? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, both of them probably had one though.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah,
That's at least a $100,000 car right there.
the Hellcat. Yeah, yeah, gone.
I
And
bet
then
you,
you have
I
to
bet
pay
you
insurance for it.
he could probably make a MTV Cribs video, you know?
They can make an MTV religious video, man. They could
Yeah.
teach these weirdos how to be weird. And
Yeah,
for
Even
'cause
he had a big sword too. You know,
oh yeah, yeah, he did. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that sword it looked expensive.
like a real sword, like an actual sword,
Yeah, a real sword. It was heavy too. Like he couldn't even hold it.
what a retard. So
Fucking yeah.
So the thing
The,
about a sword
the
is,
Hellcat usually costs 80,000, 80,000 though,
yeah,
roughly 80,000.
and that's
A
and that's
Hellcat.
well, that's with the black key fob. It has a red key fob. It has a red and a black key fob, so you get two key fobs, and
Okay.
that shit is expensive. And not only that, you got to put premium gas. So now you're putting the best gas. Not only that, it's only going to last you up until 50,000 miles. Then after that, it's worthless.
What a fucking waste.
Well, I got the last one. I got one more. It's, Colossians. So, Colossians 1:26, the mystery that was hidden for ages and generations, but is now revealed to his saints. So what? It seems like only great millstones are able to see the light.
Yeah.
I don't know why these other camps can't see the light.
I got a precept for you.
Uh-huh.
This is Romans 1:28. Since they taught it foolish to acknowledge God, he abandoned them to their foolish thinking and let them do things that should never be done. Yeah, it's crazy. Cause like you buying a Hellcat, you buying a G-Wagon, that's about $300,000 in debt. So you know they got a 501c3 or something. They got something going
Yeah,
on.
they got something though, definitely though. You just don't pull some and from like a G wagon though. You know what I mean? Hell no, you gotta have something.